Now
Howdy.
live. Did I just sing that? I think I did.
Oh, you sing most things though.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we're live.
Yes, hey
And Instagram's got us in like a
everyone.
weird.
Yeah, why is it got me
Oh,
all
no.
pale and stuff?
I know, it makes me look jaundice or something. How do
Yeah,
you
sorry about that.
touch it?
Sorry,
Oh.
Facebook. We are adjusting color on the Instagram feed.
There we go. We
there
look normal now.
Thank
Wow.
you,
Yeah.
technology.
No kidding.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome
Good morning.
to Live
Okay.
with me and Kristen.
Apparently today's going to be interesting.
Yes, I'm kind of punchy today. It's not Friday, but I am feeling punchy.
Yeah, welcome to a Thursday edition of
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
We didn't do Wednesday.
No, we didn't. Things happen, but we're doing it today. So
Welcome.
I'm glad you're joining us. So cheers to you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
I'm hydrating. No
Mhm.
coffee.
I hydrate with coffee.
Yeah, I've already done
Just really
that.
kidding.
But we are very, very excited about the topic today because
Yes.
we are continuing the series of answering some of your favorite questions.
Yes.
And this is a question we get a lot. What's the difference between exfoliating with a chemical peel
Mhm.
and exfoliating with enzymes?
Yeah, and why you can do them together too.
Yeah, why you can do them together. We sometimes don't get that question, but you can. It is a good thing.
We
can
should
answer
answer
it.
that today.
We're gonna answer it anyway.
Wow. Okay, rough start. Let's just keep
So,
rolling with
best
this.
start. So let me give credit where credit is due first. So a lot of research was done before we put this one together. So there's a lot of things that we put together, and so I'm just going to give a blanket thank you to all of the sources that we used, so we can make sure that we let them know that we thank them. So one source was Renee Rouleau, esthetician to the stars. Right. Birdie, Beauty RX, Saunage, and Dr. Rachel Nazarian, who is a New York dermatologist. So each of these sources contributed in some way to everything that we're going to talk about, plus our own knowledge that we have here.
Absolutely. And speaking of us, my name's Kristen. I'm the customer experience manager at Skin Therapeutic.
Yes. My name is Brian, and I'm in charge of Punchy Friday, and I own the company.
Well, thankfully it's Punchy Thursday.
I know, right? I'm
So,
early.
Early.
Mhm.
Just practicing, right?
Practicing.
Dry run. Got
Yeah,
it.
getting
Okay.
warmed up.
Man, y'all are in for it today, I feel like.
Yeah, sorry.
That's hysterical. So, I think the overall theme of today's live is exfoliation, because
Yes.
you can exfoliate the skin with enzymes, you can exfoliate with chemical peels. They just go about it a different way. So exfoliation is super important when it comes to healthy skin and healthy skin care. I think that it's a vital part of your regimen.
Oh, it's more than vital. It's required.
It is required.
I'm going to say it's required. It's
Okay.
a must. You have to do it
Yeah.
because you're wasting your time if you don't.
Yeah.
Your other stuff is not going to work as well. You're
Yeah.
not going to get the benefits of the other skincare products. And I know you guys probably know this, but you can repeat this to your clients too, because
Yeah.
it's just critical that
Yeah.
you start there.
It is completely critical. However,
Required.
I think there are some out there who feel like they should exfoliate all the time, and over exfoliation is actually really bad for your
Yeah,
skin.
that is a problem.
Yeah.
And you can over exfoliate.
You can.
You can. It is possible. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But it is true. So let's talk about regular exfoliation.
Okay.
And then over exfoliation
Gotcha.
and the differences in what they do and all that stuff. So regular exfoliation, really what it's going to do is loosen the glue that holds those dead skin cells together so they can slough off. You're going to unclog pores and bumps, which lead to blemishes, which nobody wants. Prevent blackhead formation on your skin, mainly a lot of times in the nose area.
Yeah. It actually lessens dryness as well. That's something
Lessens
that
dryness.
a lot
That's
of people.
good, bro.
Well, some people don't really see that. They're like, "Oh no, like my
Yeah.
skin's just dry." No, it needs to come off so we
Yes.
can get the water to the surface levels. Like those cells need to rotate off. So.
And it makes room for the younger skin cells.
Yeah. It does.
They're dying to get up there. They want to,
Wow.
but it's just like those dead ones are in the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm punchy. What?
It's a lot this morning.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sorry,
just
I'm
not
really.
ready. I was not ready.
Yeah, no one prepared her today.
Walked into this and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, a little much,
Whoa.
but it's okay. It's okay. So let's talk about over exfoliation. So many people subscribe to the theory that, well, if a little is good, well, then a lot must be so much better.
And it's not
Not
that way at all.
necessarily. Yeah. So how often should we exfoliate, Kristen?
Really, depending on the skin type, you're looking at like 1 to 2 times a week at most.
Yeah.
I like to mix in a manual exfoliation and a chemical exfoliation because they work differently. So as far as like your regular skincare regimen, you should be looking at like 2 times per week with like a manual scrub. And then, maybe throw in a chemical exfoliator, like once or twice as well. But that's really the amount you need to be doing it. No more than that at all.
More than that. Because what over exfoliation leads to, one of the main things, is that it will shed those healthy skin cells, those young ones that are dying to get out there. Well, they're not ready to shed, and it'll just pull them right off.
It'll cause inflammation as well and redness, and so that's a big thing with skin is inflammation, and it's really hard to come down from inflammation, from being inflamed. I mean, so it's better to kind of be on the safer side of things and not irritate your skin that much.
Yeah, it can be prolonged and chronic inflammation, which actually leads to aging faster.
Yes, that's crazy.
Yeah, so who wants to do that? We're trying to do the opposite here.
Yeah, absolutely. So it definitely causes redness. It definitely can cause dehydration. It definitely causes inflammation. It can, increase your aging process or what's the word? Amp up your aging process if you overexfoliate.
Yeah.
And it definitely it messes up with that moisture barrier. That acid mantle really gets out of balance, and it's that's one of those things where it's difficult to get it back in balance once you've gone so far, out of balance.
It's a lot of work to get it back.
Absolutely.
To where it was, and stinging, you can feel a lot of stinging as a result if you've been ever over exfoliating. And I don't know if you know any over exfoliators, but okay. Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm an over exfoliator.
We're here for you, Brian.
This is kind of embarrassing, but probably I subscribe to that theory that if a little is good, well, then let's do a lot. Let's just get into it. So what? Double it and add 10%. That was my theory. So, and this is recent. I mean, like in the last couple of months, I just realized that I think I may be overdoing this because I experienced all of these things, the redness and especially the stinging. I mean,
the sensitivity,
just the shower hitting my face, like, who's throwing darts at me? That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah.
And then, so I started paying attention. My dark spots were really getting darker, and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And so I cut back. Guess what?
You were over exfoliating.
Got better.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm excited. You definitely have to nourish your skin back to health whenever you get, whenever you get so far into that exfoliation process, when your skin's like just trying to protect itself essentially from the exfoliation.
Yeah.
And it can make that leathery skin come up, and that makes me hurt for you.
I'm sure those little skin cells are in there holding their hands up when they saw the pads come in. Stop it, Brian, no!
Just give us a break.
We want to live.
That's so funny. Well, I'm glad that you're on the under exfoliation train now, or the healthy exfoliation train.
Yeah, my skin's much better.
Good.
Much better.
Awesome. So I definitely don't have the same issue. If anything, I under exfoliate because I have rosacea and I have super sensitive skin, as if y'all can't see. I'm like a Fitz 1 on a good day. And so super pale rosacea, all the sensitivities you can think of. And I mean, honestly, sometimes, a manual scrub is a lot for my skin.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, it's too much. So, I guess this was last week. I guess it's been about a week and a half. I did dermaplaning, and then I did the pumpkin enzyme polisher, and then I did the mandelic peel right behind it, and I was raw. You guys, I just went way too hard, way too fast, and it was not fun for my skin. Definitely took the last, week really, really nourishing my skin. I used the VitaFuse lotion and added argan oil and really, vitamin C to really nourish and infuse my skin with some good, healthy ingredients and whatnot. But it really took probably 5 days of consistent work to get my skin back in balance and to not feel as raw and not feel as exposed as I was, because it was I just went hard all the way, all in.
Yeah. Well, I think too with those physical exfoliators too, but even with a Tri-X pad or something, you think you've got to scrub and rub real hard, and man, the product is designed to do the work for you.
Right.
So you don't necessarily have to do it, but that's what I did.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh gosh.
It made it worse.
Yeah, not okay. So we're going to talk about the thing we actually came here to talk about now.
Right.
The difference between chemical exfoliation versus like enzyme exfoliation. And it's good to know the differences because we promote that you can do them together or separate.
Yes. In the right way.
In the right way. So let's talk about chemical peel exfoliation.
Yeah. So the chemical peel, the main thing they do, there's different types, as you guys know. There's the main types are AHA and BHA, and they work by creating a chemical reaction that actually lowers the pH of the skin. So then those dead skin cells are dissolved, and then they can melt away, go away, whatever. The difference is that the AHAs, like glycolic and mandelic and lactic, they're water soluble, and so they're not going to really go very deep into the pores. They're going to work more on the skin itself, but they're incredibly effective for removing like pigmented skin cells, fine lines, wrinkles, all those things. They're very, very good at that. Different from BHAs.
Yeah, I like BHAs because they're oil soluble, and BHAs like salicylic are oil loving, and they love to go into the pores instead of just on the skin surface. And they really get in there and attack the sebum, and really like those together though, honestly. I mean, because you get the best of both worlds. Whenever you blend salicylic with something else like glycolic, it's not only going deeper into the skin, but it's also attacking that that oil imbalance that over if you're producing sebum in your T-zone versus like acne and stuff like that. And I mean, it gets in there and does work. I love them together. It's one of my
together
favorites.
is very good. So it's not that the AHAs don't go into the pores, it's just that they're water soluble, so it hits that oil, it just doesn't go very far.
Right, exactly. So
but
it's not going to go
salicylic, will just
not going to scoop out the old oil lining or whatever of the pores and kind of attack those blackheads and stuff. So
exactly.
Love it.
One of the biggest advantages of chemical peels is their adjustability, their strength or progressive adjustability.
Absolutely.
So, which means that you can start with a lower strength and then increase and go up. So your skin will adjust to it, and you'll get better. You can increase and you can get a better exfoliation, and enzymes don't adjust.
Right, that's true.
You get what you get.
Right, because they're naturally derived. Which some chemicals are naturally derived, but they just act differently. You can like you said, go up in strength with chemical peels versus like enzymes. They're just you get what you get, like you said. So definitely love acids for like clogged pores. We love them for blackheads, dryness, flakiness, fine lines, wrinkles, any of that. Any of those skin conditions like acne and that kind of thing. I definitely love. I love both enzymes and chemical peels for texture though, because they really do well at getting rid of the dry, dead skin on the surface, and so both of them are going to be good for that. But chemical peels, adjustable, they seep into the skin. I think they work deeper than enzymes too. They can seep deeper into the skin.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're talking about getting rid of PIH and discoloration. That's definitely deeper under those deeper in those epidermal layers. So the interesting thing about acids is you don't always have to have a super intense tingle feeling or sensation during your treatment too. So that's something that's important to know about acids, is even if you aren't feeling like, oh, I don't feel the burn or whatever, that doesn't mean it's not working.
Yeah, it depends on how your skin's protective barrier is working at that time.
Yeah.
And so it can be very subjective. You can come in and you can get a chemical peel one week and get the very same peel the next month, and it feel totally different.
Yeah.
And your skin also adjusts to it, and so as you use them more, then you're not necessarily going to get that tingling feeling, and the tendency is to think, well, it's not working.
Yeah.
It's not burning and tingling like it did the first time.
Right.
And that's not true at all. If you overuse them, then it'll damage that moisture barrier or the skin's protective barrier. But if you use them correctly and in the right way, it actually heals your skin and makes that protective barrier healthier.
Right. And I think it's the whole thing, but that the whole thing that healthy cells will produce healthy cells, and then damaged cells will produce damaged cells. But if you're treating the skin condition, like let's say hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmented cells will produce more hyperpigmented cells. But if you're, treating the skin condition of hyperpigmentation with chemical peels, they will slough off the bad cells.
Right.
And healthier cells will come up to the surface, and they will produce more healthy cells over time. You will lift that hyperpigmentation. So kind of that rotation with the acid exfoliation is how you achieve that.
Yeah. So hurt skin cells hurt skin cells.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And healthy skin cells produce healthy skin
They
cells.
do.
Oh, I love that. So good.
Oh, goodness. So let's talk about enzymes. They're some of my favorite. They're very interesting because there's a ton of them out there.
Yeah.
And they're all fruit derived. So you're talking about, the most popular being papaya, pineapple, and pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin. Yes. That's my absolute
The 3 Ps.
The 3 Ps. Okay. But anyway, pumpkin is my absolute favorite.
Yes.
I'm a fall baby, so.
And they work. They're going to work on the surface.
Yeah.
And they're activated by water. And so that's why when you apply them, you want to put them on damp skin, because that helps activate the enzymes and actually get them working.
And you can use steam with them.
Yes.
And it'll activate them even further.
They do work slower, though, so you do have to leave them on the skin for a bit. So we say up to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus chemical peels are like 10.
10 at the most. It can work within 5.
Right.
But depending on the skin, and you as a professional can judge that.
Absolutely. But I love enzymes because they dissolve and digest the proteins into smaller particles to reveal very smooth skin.
Yep.
And a lot of them are really gentle, so there's really no sting, intense sting factor. With more sensitive skin types, you may get a little tingle, but for most people, you really don't get like an intense heat or stinging, with enzymes.
Yeah. So for your clients with sensitive skin, or maybe they've tried acids and it's just too much, then definitely go enzymes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a good. I think it would be a good substitute also for a manual scrub. If you have somebody that's really, really sensitive, or if you don't want to agitate any kind of like rosacea or residual skin condition that they have, I think they're a great option to a manual scrub as well, because they do a similar thing. A similar thing. Yeah,
because sometimes the manual scrub can irritate sensitive skin as well, and we don't want that. But
absolutely.
So enzymes are good for anti-aging, clearing skin, really giving the skin a healthy glow.
Yeah.
You're really going to see that a lot with enzymes, but minimizing pores, fine lines, a lot of the things that are on the surface, it's really, really good at.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things is enzymes are good for brightening. Most every single one of them are going to help give you this glow, really great complexion, and hydrate the skin.
Yeah. Now, also, women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, ask your doctor. These enzymes are typically better for that, because it's not going to seep into the skin like a chemical peel.
Right.
Or if your immune system is compromised in any way, then enzymes can be good, but always ask your doctor.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we actually have a pumpkin enzyme polisher. It is my favorite product that we have, I'm pretty sure, especially as far as like treatments are concerned.
Right.
And I really love this one because it gives you this really nice exfoliation.
Yeah.
I do get some tingle with it because I have sensitive skin. But I really, really like the help with the discoloration and evening out skin tone. That's my absolute favorite thing about it.
Yeah, it does that. I like it because it smells like pumpkin heaven.
It does.
If you've ever been to pumpkin heaven, which you may or may not have.
Is it in this jar? It resides in this jar?
Yeah. It's like...
Y'all, this stuff is good.
Yeah. If you've ever wanted pie on your face, this is it.
This is it.
This is the one.
That's hysterical.
Gosh, it's so good. But it is a great mix of different ingredients, though. It's the pinnacle, we think, of pumpkin polishers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just because I know I've said this a million times, y'all are like, we get it, you have sensitive skin. But because I have sensitive skin, I feel like this one is really great. I know. There are other things out there that are pumpkin polishers. They either have some kind of grit to them, or they have salicylic acid actually as one of the main ingredients, and that is a little bit too intense for some sensitive skin types. So I really like this one because it doesn't it's aloe based, and so it's gonna hydrate the skin and really nourish the skin, keep that acid mantle and that moisture barrier intact. And then, do all the work that it can do as an enzyme. So discoloration and hyperpigmentation, evening out skin tone. I think it really helps, kind of just like decongest the pores and stuff and get it all, all sloughed off, so you get a really healthy cell turnover. So.
Yeah, you can. I think probably it could help with extractions afterwards.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To help loosen some of that stuff up.
Especially if you use steam with it too.
Yeah. We think also on the chemical peel side, and something that works really well with pumpkin is the mandelic chemical peel. And so we really like these two together, because the mandelic, although it works like a glycolic, the molecule is larger, and so it doesn't penetrate into the skin as deep as, say, like a glycolic or some of the other acids. And you may not even get a tingle with it as well, but we actually have protocols where you can use these together.
Yes.
And it works really, really well. Both of them individually are going to do very similar things. You're going to get a great glow from either one. But gosh, what a great result from combining the treatment. We've actually developed a protocol that you can use as a treatment, and you can promote it and sell it to your clients as well.
Definitely. So if you need that, just go to our website and email us. It's info@360therapeutics.com. We'll shoot that over to your email, and the protocol's on a cute little flyer, and you can print it out and have it in your office or whatever, or your back bar. But I definitely like these two together. We call them our glow getters, because mandelic is so superficial. So it's definitely a great one to follow up an enzyme polisher of any kind, or enzyme treatment of any kind, because it is so superficial. It's not going to agitate the skin, but you're going to get a really good cell turnover. You're going to get a really good glow. Mandelic is one of the best things you can do for anti-aging too. So for fine lines, wrinkles, that kind of thing, just a really overall healthy cell turnover treatment. From a surface level, the enzymes are going to get in, eat up all that dead skin and dissolve all that stuff. And then you go in with a mandelic acid peel, which can penetrate the skin a little bit deeper, because it's not having to fight through that dead, skin anymore.
Right.
And I just love mandelic because it gives you that overall glow, and
it's really good.
There's really no downtime with it too.
Yeah. And it's highly recommended for darker skin tones.
Yes, absolutely.
And so you can feel confident that even working with darker skin tones with a mandelic, you're going to have really great results.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So those are actually on sale this month.
Hey.
A little plug there.
That's right.
They're 15% off, and so if you want those, the mandelic is 15% off, as well as the pumpkin enzyme polisher. So the pumpkin has been flying off the shelf. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like, we've just put in another order with the Great Pumpkin. He is bringing in the next order of pumpkins tonight, I believe.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and we're killing him.
So we will have those in jars as soon as he delivers his pumpkins.
Yeah, as soon as he does. But I hope this has been helpful.
Yes.
To you. Hopefully that'll answer some of your questions about the difference between enzymes and chemical peels and how they work together and what you can do with them. And please feel free to call us any questions. If we can help you get those protocols,
yes.
We'd love to do that. So. Is that it today?
I want to just address something, because I saw a question on our Instagram just pop up. It's from Anna. Hey, Anna. Will pumpkin enzyme be too much after dermaplaning? That is a no. So I really, really love dermaplaning before any kind of treatment, because it clears the way. You don't have to fight through the vellus hair. You don't have to fight through that dead skin that you get off with the dermaplaning. I definitely say that if it's a first time you're using the pumpkin with dermaplaning, skip the mandelic peel the first time. Don't do that. Like I said earlier in this live, I have sensitive skin. I did dermaplaning, pumpkin, and mandelic all in one treatment, and it kind of messed me up. I really had to take a couple days to really nourish that acid mantle back into balance, because my moisture barrier was way off. So if you have somebody that has sensitive skin, maybe pair the pumpkin and the dermaplaning together. Maybe do the dermaplaning with a chemical peel, the mandelic, but don't do all three together in that setting. But just wanted to answer that question real quick.
Well, that's good.
Thanks. Well, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks. And we'll see you next time. We'll let you know.
Yes, it'll be a couple of weeks, so we'll see you then.
Yeah, have a great day.
Bye.